So I'll go on listing certain history. Okay? You guys try to answer what etiology am I pinpointing to? Okay? Text there on this No Mic Talk Here channel. All right. And I say it will be a fun competition to see who gets it first. Okay? So if you have any clue regarding what I'm talking about, okay, just text कर दो कि what condition I'm talking about. And end में I'll give you nicely causes का list, ठीक है, regarding what you want to ask. All right. I mean, I could give it to you directly, but बहुत boring हो जाएगा. It'll just be me talking all the time. So because this is a chill session, it's going to get over quickly in about 30 minutes. Won't take much time. Symptomatology को काफी time लगता था because that was काफी long. This should be about 20-30 minutes. ठीक है, we'll make it fun. ठीक है. I'll repeat a chief complaint. I'll repeat a history like 2-3 times. You guys try to guess it and text it and type it down in the channel. Okay? It'll be fun. Right. So should I start? Fine. Just give me a second. All right. So this patient comes to you. Okay? All right. It's quite clearly a case of hepatosplenomegaly. Okay? I'm just setting up the scenario for you. This patient comes to you. काफी clear hepatosplenomegaly है. There's this person, he complains of a huge lump on the left side of his abdomen. ठीक है? All right. वो बोल रहा है कि he doesn't feel hungry anymore. ठीक है? Early anxiety की history. ठीक है? And then it's काफी obvious that the huge swelling in his abdomen. तुम history तुम examination पे पता चल जाएगा. ठीक है? So that is not a problem. He'll give you chief complaints of whatever condition he has. He will elaborate it. Okay? Now let's come to negative history का part. All right? So what is the first thing you'll ask him? ठीक है? Don't worry, I'll list all the causes अच्छे से end में. ठीक है? Listen carefully. ठीक है? Every alternate days or every 2 to 3 days associated with chills and rigor. Okay? I'll repeat. History of high rise of temperature, high grade fever, okay? Which rises every 2 or 3 days and is associated with chills and rigor. What am I trying to ask for? Yes, Bats is right. Malaria. Okay? All right. This is the first thing you'll ask for negative history. Keep typing, guys. Keep typing. ठीक है? अभी बैट्स को ये वाला मिल गया, तुम भी अटेम्प्ट करते रहो. There's a huge list of negative history. There's 16-17 causes. ठीक है? Try to guess. We'll see who gets the most end में. ठीक है? So लिख दो history of high grade fever associated with chills and rigor. ठीक है? That rises once in every 2 or 3 days. All right? I'm trying to ask for malaria here. All right? Fine. Let us move on. Malaria done. Okay? Now, history of low grade fever. All right? History of low grade fever, which typically rises twice in a day. Okay? History of fever, which rises twice in a day. It is called double quotidian. Okay? If a fever rises once a day, उसको quotidian fever. QUOTIDIAN. Since it rises twice a day, it's called double quotidian. Okay? History of low grade fever, not associated with any chills or rigor, which typically rises twice in a day, associated with significant weight loss, okay, and blackish discoloration of skin. I'll repeat: history of low grade fever, not associated with any chills or rigor, okay, which typically rises twice a day, associated with significant weight loss and any blackish discoloration of skin. Yes, Spyro is right. We are asking for Kala Azar here, Leishmaniasis. Kala Azar. Yep. I'll repeat एक बार in case you haven't written. History of low grade fever, not associated with any chills or rigor, which typically rises twice in a day, associated with significant weight loss, and with any blackish discoloration of skin. Alright? Fine. Let us move on to the next one. ठीक है? History of fever, which is high grade. It rises in a fashion associated with frontal headache, constipation, epistaxis, and a rose-colored rash on the skin. The last point should give it away. Yes, it's typhoid. All right. I'll repeat once more. History of high-grade fever, step ladder fashion, frontal headache, constipation, epistaxis, and a rose-colored rash on the skin. All right. I'm referring to enteric fever here, typhoid. Okay. All right. Let us move to the last infectious cause. We have described 3 infectious causes now. Now, this is very easy. If you're not catching this, you're not doing MBBS right. Okay? History of low-grade fever associated with the weight loss, chronic cough, and the fever typically rises during the evenings. Yes, it's TB. Quite obvious. Repeat once more. History of low-grade fever associated with weight loss and chronic coughing, and the fever typically rises during the evenings. Can be associated with night sweats. Okay? I'll repeat on एक बार. History of low-grade fever associated with weight loss and chronic cough typically rises during the evening. Typically rises during the evening. Can be associated with night sweats. All right. Fine. This is tuberculosis. Right. And the last infectious cause is my history of high risk sexual behavior. What am I trying to pinpoint? History of high risk sexual behavior. Yes, Bats is right. HIV. ठीक है? HIV. So now what you guys do? We are done with the infectious causes. एक बॉक्स बनाओ एंड लिस्ट उसमें 5 इन्फेक्शियस कॉजेज दैट यू हैव टू ऑलवेज आस्क इन हेपाटोस्प्लिनोमेगली का नेगेटिव हिस्ट्री. ठीक है. मलेरिया, काला आजार, एंट्रिक फीवर, ट्यूबरकुलोसिस एंड HIV. Fine. Guys, just a second. I'll be back in a minute. Just hold on. Chalo, let us move on to the next big category. ठीक है. This will be tougher. Try to guess. History of yellowish discoloration and history of repeated blood transfusions since childhood and delayed or decreased growth in the child. Yes, right. Thalassemia नहीं specifically, but it can be anything, any hemolytic anemia. ठीक है. कुछ भी चलेगा. वो will pinpoint it later what exactly it is. ठीक है. So I'll repeat. History of discoloration of the eyes and the skin. History of repeated blood transfusion since childhood and history of delayed growth of the child. Alright, we are referring to hemolytic anemia here. Okay, we are referring to hemolytic anemia. Fine. Alright, now the person who guesses this one gets my internship money. Okay, this is थोड़ा tough. Do it carefully. नहीं, not lupus. अरे मारूंगा तुझको पकड़ के. हर चीज lupus नहीं होती. ठीक है. History of headache. History of fullness in the head. History of visual disturbances. History of epistaxis, hematemesis, melena. History of a plethoric face. Don't panic, I'll repeat it. ठीक है. तुम लोग लिख लो आराम से, then try to guess what I'm talking about. All right. Teachers will love it if you ask this negative history. All right. History of headache, fullness in the head, a heavy feeling in the head, fullness in the head, visual disturbances, epistaxis, hematemesis or melena, epistaxis, hematemesis or melena, एंड प्लेथोरिक फेस, प्लेथोरिक फेस मतलब लाल लाल चेहरा, ठीक है, अ वेरी रेडिश फेस, मतलब वाइल यू ब्लश एंड ऑल, उसको प्लेथोरिक फेस बोलते हैं. जस्ट ट्राई टू गूगल प्लेथोरा, PLETHORA, प्लेथोरिक फेस. कैन एनीवन गेस व्हाट इज इट? Anyone got a clue what I'm referring to? Guess. हो सकता. No, it's not sickle. It's not sickle. No, not a platelet disorder. It's polycythemia vera. PCV. Polycythemia vera. It is basically a malignant condition जहाँ red blood cells बढ़ जाते हैं number, ठीक है? Increase RBCs, increase hemolysis, all the stuff. What happens in polycythemia vera is blood flow becomes very sluggish, ठीक है? Alright? Yes, high hemoglobin, ठीक है? High hemoglobin की वजह से face also becomes reddish, pinkish, ठीक है? Blood becomes इतना ज़्यादा in quantity that you will have epistaxis hematemesis malignum. Alright? Sluggish flow of blood की वजह से fullness in the head, headache and disturbances. Alright? Polycythemia vera. This was थोड़ा tough, so don't worry about it. ठीक है? Let us come to the next cause. थोड़ा easy, ठीक है? History of fever, night sweats, weight loss, and swelling in the neck, groin, or axilla, or anywhere else in the body. Wait, yes, lymphoma. History of fever, night sweats, significant weight loss, and any swelling in the neck, groin, axilla, or anywhere else in general body में. ठीक है? I'm referring to lymphoma. I'm referring to lymphoma. Lymphoma is important. You have to ask for lymphoma. Teacher, otherwise the teacher will screw you up. If you miss lymphoma, it's not a good impression. Lymphoma पूछना ही है hepatosplenomegaly के causes. All right. I'll repeat once more. History of fever, night sweats. Fever को low grade लेको, ठीक है? It's not high grade. ठीक है? If the teacher asks you what kind of fever in lymphoma, उसको Pell Epstein fever बोलते हैं, ठीक है? Pell Epstein fever, PELSTIEN. It's called Pell Epstein fever, ठीक है? Fever rises for 3 days, remains static for 3 days, falls in the next 3 days, हो गया 9 days to, and then 9 days कुछ नहीं होता है, ठीक है? So it's 18 days का cycle. Rises for 3 days, fever remains high for 3 days, fever falls during the next 3 days, 9 days are gone, and for the next 9 days, person will be normal. ठीक है, इसको Pell Epstein fever बोलते हैं. So history of low grade fever, night sweats, weight loss, and swelling in the neck, groin, axilla, or anywhere else in the body. Yes, it's called Pell Epstein fever. 9 days, 9 days, 9 days, 9 days, 9 days, 9 days. 9 दिन रहेगा, 9 दिन नहीं रहेगा, 9 दिन रहेगा, 9 दिन नहीं रहेगा. All right, important stuff. ठीक है, can't miss it. Fine. Next cause should be easy. Try to guess it. History of repeated infections. Sorry, history of easy fatigability, history of repeated infections, and history of easy bleeding or bruisability. What am I trying to refer to? What am I talking about? History of easy fatigability, history of repeated infections. Guess करो, guess करो. Text. What am I referring to? Yes, pyro is right. Not exactly myelofibrosis. I'm looking for a more general term. No, not MDS. I'm looking for a broad category. तुम MDS myelofibrosis बोलोगे ना केस प्रेजेंटेशन में, टीचर तुम्हारी वाट लगा देगा. ठीक है? Don't say that. Not aplastic anemia. No. I'm referring to leukemia, guys. Leukemia. ठीक है? Referring to leukemia. All right? Now listen to the logic, listen to the explanation. What happens in leukemia is that selectively WBC lines are being pushed, ठीक है? Selectively white blood cells are being pushed, ठीक है? तो उसकी वजह से RBCs कम हो जाएंगे. RBCs कम हो रहे हैं, easy fatigability, ठीक है? तो उसकी वजह से प्लेटलेट्स कम हो जाएंगे. प्लेटलेट्स कम होने की वजह से इजी ब्लीड, प्लेटलेट्स कम होने की वजह से इजी ब्लीडिंग एंड ब्रूसेबिलिटी, ठीक है? I think that WBCs का line is being pushed, but those WBCs which are formed are very dysfunctional in nature. They are not able to do their normal functioning, ठीक है? अब WBCs कम हो रहे हैं उसकी वजह से repeated infections हो जाएंगे, ठीक है? Those can be anything. Those can be skin infections. That can be pneumonia. That can be diarrhea. That can be fever. ठीक है? All right. So this is what I'm referring to. So history of easy fatigability, history of repeated infections, or history of easy bleeding or bruisability. I'm referring to leukemia. All right. Fine. So with this, we are done with we are done with all the hematological causes. ठीक है? Make a box and write down all hematological causes in one box. ठीक है? Hemolytic anemia, polycythemia vera, leukemia, and lymphoma. All right. You have to ask for these 4 hematological causes in hepatosplenomegaly. ठीक है? Fine. Let us move on to the last category. ठीक है? Which is the miscellaneous one. ठीक है? This is quite easy. Some of them are quite obvious. Some of them are very tough. ठीक है? Let's try to guess them. Break to catch up on whatever you've written. I'll give you a minute का break. Yeah, just read whatever I've said once. Click हो जाएगा. I want to. I'll hold on till then. It's not audible for everyone, क्या? Am I audible now? Clearly. Fine, fine. Like starting से बहुत खराब था. Should I take starting से or should I continue? You know, it's fine. No? चलेगा. I'll continue from where I left. Yeah. Now the last category में some causes are very easy, some causes are very tough. Okay, let's try to guess them. ठीक है? So, this is quite obvious. History of chronic alcoholism, which is associated with jaundice. की वजह से होता है स्प्लिनोमेगली. Obvious. Hepatomegaly भी हो सकता है if the liver is acutely inflamed. Alright. लिख दो. History of chronic alcoholism, which is associated with jaundice, vomiting of blood, and distension of the abdomen. I'm referring to CLD यहाँ पे. Chronic alcoholism associated with jaundice, vomiting of blood, and generalized distension of the abdomen. Basically, ascites. Okay. I'm eliminating alcoholic liver disease leading to CLD. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. History of fever, joint pain, skin rashes, oral ulcers. You must be tired hearing this again and again by now. I'm referring to any connective tissue disorder, any rheumatological cause. Okay. That's rheumatic नहीं है. There's a difference. Rheumatologic, not rheumatic. Rheumatic मतलब you are referring to rheumatic heart disease. Teachers might pinpoint on this and then तेरे को डांट पड़ेगी फुकट की. Yeah. Don't say rheumatic. Right? It's rheumatologic. Right? So history of fever, joint pain, skin rashes, and oral ulcer. Can anyone tell me which connective tissue disorder specifically? Anyone tell me which one? This is थोड़ा advanced question. Try to guess. Try to guess. Specifically. सिस्टमैटिक ल्यूपस एरिथेमेटोसस उसमें सबसे प्रोमिनेंट स्प्लेनोमेगली मिलेगा. आई थिंक I'm 99% श्योर. गो एंड चेक इट वंस अगेन, बट अभी के लिए एसएलई लिख दो. Mind should go towards SLE, lupus. You don't need to go with in detail. With teachers will be more than happy if you just mention negative history में connective tissue disorders. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, try to guess this one. Listen to this carefully. Okay, history of delayed milestones in the child. History of reduced hearing, vision, or hearing and visual problems. History of muscular incoordination. History of seizures. What am I trying to refer to? History of delayed developmental milestones. History of hearing and visual problems. History of incoordination, muscular incoordination, and occasional seizures in the child. Okay, not CMV. What am I referring to? It's a pediatric condition. Give more hints. नहीं, not rubella. मैंने काफी hints दे दिए. I've literally included all the classical symptoms. Try to guess. Try to guess. History of delayed developmental milestones, reduced hearing and vision, muscular incoordination, and seizures. Rubella is a good shout out. I mean, but no, it's not rubella. Rubella is clues. Fine spiral. Repeat once more. History of delayed developmental milestones. This is another good clue. It can be delayed milestones or milestones का regression भी हो सकता है. It's not congenital. It's not congenital. Rule out कर दो. ठीक है. History of delayed developmental milestones or history of regression of milestones. Problems in hearing or vision. Muscular incoordination and seizures. And किसी को भी click नहीं हो रहा, I'll give away the answer. I'm referring to storage disorders in children. I'm referring to storage disorders in children. Gaucher's disease, Fabry's disease, Niemann-Pick's disease. Yes, yes, all that ganda stuff. You don't need to know about it in detail. How you eliminate storage disorders in children. It's fine. This was sort of tough. Difficult to guess. Okay. But if a child comes to you with hepatosplenomegaly, you have to eliminate this condition. ठीक है? नहीं है. You don't have an option. You have to ask. If a kid comes to you with hepatosplenomegaly, you have to rule out storage disorders. Okay? History of delayed milestones or regression of milestones, problems in hearing and vision, incoordination, and seizures. Storage disorders. Storage disorders में रहेगा. पेरेंट्स विल टेल यू कि बच्चा सुनता नहीं है बुलाया तो भी. ठीक है. उसको दिखाई नहीं देता है. ठीक है. ब्लड स्टफ. फाइन. Right. Now this is another tough one. Let's see if people guess this. Listen to it carefully. ध्यान से सुनो. This is sort of long. If you guys try to guess it, ठीक है. इंटर्नशिप का पैसा मिलेगा. 500 रुपया मिलेगा. If you try to guess this one. Carefully, don't rush text. ठीक है. हाँ 500 रुपये 500 रुपये. अरे पिन मत करो यार. क्या listen. History of pedal edema. Just write it down आराम से. ठीक है. There's a lot. History of pedal edema. Shortness of breath. Numbness and tingling sensation in the extremities. Diarrhea, constipation. Diarrhea or constipation, whatever. Okay. Fever, fatigue, weight loss, fever, fatigue, weight loss. This last point should give it away. An enlarged tongue, a very large tongue that causes difficulty in swallowing. Repeat. History of pedal edema, or tingling sensation in the extremities, diarrhea or constipation, fever, fatigue, weight loss, a very large tongue, increased size of the tongue, which causes difficulty in swallowing. What am I referring to? No, not Plummer-Vinson, not congenital hypothyroidism. Why would you have a hepatosplenomegaly in congenital hypothyroidism? It makes sense, man. Don't think होता है hepatosplenomegaly, hypothyroidism. मतलब मैंने तो पढ़ा नहीं है. Try to guess. Try to guess. Yes, amyloidosis. Amyloidosis it is. Explain amyloidosis now. Hello, I'll explain why I have asked each point. Okay, amyloidosis affects the kidney. Kidney में most common presentation nephrotic syndrome. Nephrotic syndrome की वजह से pedal edema. Amyloidosis affects the kidney. Most common presentation is nephrotic syndrome. Nephrotic syndrome की वजह से pedal edema. Why did I ask for shortness of breath? Amyloidosis में lungs भी affect होता है. It is very non-specific involvement of the lung parenchyma. उस वजह से shortness of breath, difficulty in breathing होता है. Why did I ask for numbness and tingling sensation in the extremities? Amyloidosis deposition होता है peripheral nerves में. It leads to peripheral neuropathy. उसकी वजह से numbness and tingling sensation मिलता है extremities में. ठीक है? Why did I ask for diarrhea and constipation? माइलॉइड डिपॉजिट्स हो जाते हैं बाउल लूप्स में, इंटेस्टाइन्स में, उसकी वजह से बाउल मूवमेंट्स गेट ऑल्टर्ड, कैन बी डायरिया और कॉन्स्टिपेशन. ठीक है. फीवर, फटीग, वेट लॉस आर जनरलाइज्ड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल सिम्टम्स. नथिंग स्पेशल. फीवर, फटीग, वेट लॉस आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल सिम्टम्स. इफ यू गाइस रिमेंबर, एमिलोइडोसिस में ऑर्गेनोमेगली होता है. ठीक है. Organomegaly होता है. Your spleen gets enlarged, your liver gets enlarged, your tongue will get enlarged. ठीक है. So you have a large tongue, उसकी वजह से you'll have difficulty in swallowing. All right. I'll repeat once more. History of numbness and tingling in extremities due to peripheral neuropathy. History of diarrhea and constipation due to involvement of bowel loops. History of enlarged tongue causing difficulty in swallowing due to organomegaly. Okay. History of fever, fatigue, weight loss, constitutional symptoms. Right. I'll give you guys some time to process this. Tobio, amyloidosis is usually late. बुड्ढों में होता है 50, 60, 70 years के around. Rule of thumb, it mostly occurs in old people. I think 50 plus, 60 plus. Okay. Yeah, it involves all organs. Heart को भी involve करता है, but you can, if you want to put, you can put chest pain or something. But I mean, चलता है. तुमने इतना पूछ लिया काफी है. Amyloidosis की वजह से restrictive cardiomyopathy होता है, I guess. I'm not sure. I forgotten the theory amyloidosis का. Familial causes can appear earlier. ठीक है. Amyloidosis की वजह से restrictive cardiomyopathy होता है, I think. Not sure. Google it later. So we got one more tough cause. Try to figure it out. Okay. History of parotid enlargement. History of shortness of breath and coughing. What am I referring to? History of parotid enlargement. चीक्स के पास स्वेलिंग होगी ईयर्स के नीचे. Shortness of breath. History of dry cough. I know it needs more info, but the condition I'm referring to patients का यही chief complaints रहेगा. Not mumps, not mumps, not mumps. मम्स में हेपाटोमेगली नहीं मिलेगा, स्प्लिनोमेगली मिल सकता है. वी आर डिस्कसिंग हेपाटोस्प्लिनोमेगली यहाँ पे. नहीं, नॉट ऑर्काइटिस यार, नॉट ऑर्काइटिस, नॉट ऑर्काइटिस. दिस इज थोड़ा टफ, आई एग्री. बट द कंडीशन आई एम रेफरिंग टू पेशेंट्स बहुत कम कंप्लेंट्स लेके आते हैं. यू हैव टू बी शार्प टू पिन पॉइंट इट आउट. स्क्लेरोडर्मा, नॉट स्क्लेरोडर्मा. बट आई एग्री स्क्लेरोडर्मा इज अ गुड शाउट, बट इसमें हेपाटोस्प्लिनोमेगली नहीं मिलता. So not thyroid lymphoma, we have already discussed lymphoma. Age of patient. I think middle aged or old. This is sort of tough. I'll just give it away. I'm referring to sarcoidosis here. Referring to sarcoidosis. Patients will typically tell you कि मेरे कान के नीचे सूजन हो गई है, ठीक है, ये सांस लेने में तकलीफ होती है और मुझे खांसी आती है. चलेगा, पैसा दे दूंगा, देखो टेंशन मत लो. was थोड़ा tough. When my resident told me about this medicine posting, I had no clue what is going on. I'm referring to sarcoidosis. कान के नीचे सूजन हो रही है, मुझे सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो रही है और मुझे बहुत खांसी आ रही है. टिपिकल ट्रायड ऑफ sarcoidosis. ऑल राइट, ठीक है. डन विथ हेपाटोस्प्लिनोमेगली के ऑल कॉजेस. हाँ, फटाफट लास्ट बॉक्स बना दो एंड राइट डाउन मिसलेनियस कॉजेस, ठीक है. लिवर सिरोसिस, connective tissue disorders, amyloidosis, sarcoidosis and storage disorders, ठीक है. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Causes, last box बना दो, ठीक है. There's more coming up, but अभी के लिए इतना लिख दो. This was miscellaneous causes. सबसे पहला box was infective causes. Next box was hematological causes. The third box is miscellaneous causes. मैंने सब फालतू causes को एक साथ क्लब कर दिया. This is how I've arranged it. I want to remember it, कैसे भी remember it, but this is how I studied it for university के practicals के लिए. 5. पहले में 5 थे, सेकंड में 4 थे, एंड लास्ट वाले में वापस 5 है. So this is hepatosplenomegaly के causes. You don't need to go beyond this. Teachers will be more than happy if you ask this much. This is काफी extensive stuff I've told you, ठीक है. The thing is, some conditions can mimic hepatosplenomegaly, ठीक है. तो तुम्हारे बॉडी के लेफ्ट साइड पे और क्या क्या होता है. लिसन टू दिस केयरफुली. नो लेप्टोजोनोटिक फंगल इन्फेक्शंस. या आई थिंक लेप्टो हो सकता है, ठीक है, बट तुम्हारे एग्जाम में अक्यूट कॉजेज रखेंगे नहीं, ठीक है. मेंशन्ड आर क्रॉनिक कॉजेज, ठीक है. नाउ ड्रंक तू हेपाटोस्प्लेनोमेगली के कॉजेज लिस्ट करने जाएगा. देयर इज मोर देन 300-400 कॉजेज, ठीक है. मैंने सबसे कॉमन वाले बताए, ठीक है. I don't think you need to dive into all those obscure infective causes, ठीक है. I don't think they expect इतना एग्जाम्स में, but yeah, you're right. If you want to ask, you can ask, but ये सबसे क्लासिकल क्रॉनिक ऑनसेट कॉजेज बताया जो तुमको पेशेंट में मिलेंगे, ठीक है. All right. You need to know painful versus painless. No. You don't need to know because that's too. If you go to study painful versus painless, एक साल हेपाटोस्प्लेनोमेगली पढ़ने में ही लग जाएगा. ठीक है. It's really bad. Hepatosplenomegaly का theory gets terrible. Just don't go into it. You'll go crazy. Okay? Don't even Google that stuff. A very deep hole which you won't be able to come out of. It's terrible. Hepatosplenomegaly का theory. Don't go to study that. Don't go to study that. Uh, all right. Let us look at differentials of hepatosplenomegaly. You guys need 10 minutes? No, not 10 minutes. ज़्यादा होगा. You guys need 1 or 2 minutes to catch up on whatever you've written. I'll start. I guess I've been going slow enough already. Okay. See, now what I'm trying to say is body के left side पे Hello? Can you guys listen to me now? अरे क्या हो गया? Did I exit or something? Fine, fine, fine. I'll just repeat what I said again. Tension मत लो. So the thing is, spleen कौन से साइड पे होता है बॉडी का? लेफ्ट साइड. ठीक है. तो तुमको लेफ्ट साइड पे स्वेलिंग मिली. ठीक है. Now what else is there on the left side of the body जिसकी वजह से swelling हो सकता है? You have your stomach, you have your pancreas, you have your colon, left-sided colon. ठीक है. You have your left-sided kidney. ठीक है. हाँ, all that stuff. ठीक है. So don't blindly say hepatosplenomegaly. ठीक है. You have to rule out. यार मसल का swelling नहीं होता, टेंशन मत कर. ठीक है. You have to rule out all this different stuff. ठीक है. You have to rule out stomach का swelling. You have to rule out pancreas का swelling. You have to rule out colon का swelling. You have to rule out kidney की swelling. Left-sided kidney की swelling is what I told. ठीक है. Abscess hematoma not so important. उसका टेंशन मत लो. ठीक है. Not so important. Patient तुमको ट्रॉमा की हिस्ट्री देगा. ठीक है. हेमाटोमा होता है. So don't worry about it. All right. Okay. Let us first eliminate stomach का swelling. ठीक है. If I am talking about stomach, what am I suspecting? I'm suspecting carcinoma of the stomach. ठीक है. If I want to eliminate stomach, I'm most bothered about is carcinoma. The cause I'm most bothered about is carcinoma of the stomach. ठीक है. Carcinoma of the stomach. What should I ask for carcinoma of the stomach? ठीक है. History of any hematomesis, history of any weight loss. No, sorry. History of any hematomesis, history of any melena, history of any early satiety. ठीक है. This is थोड़ा tricky because तुमको hepatosplenomegaly में भी early satiety मिलेगा. ठीक है. History of any dyspepsia, history of any anorexia, history of any significant weight loss. ठीक है. Hematomesis and melena सबसे important है. सबसे important. ठीक है. So I'll repeat myself once again. Person comes to you, you are suspecting hepatosplenomegaly, you want to eliminate stomach causes. Stomach causes में carcinoma of the stomach. Ask for history of hematomesis. Ask for history of melena. Ask for history of early satiety. Ask for history of dyspepsia. Ask for history of anorexia. Ask for history of weight loss. You are done. All right. Fine. I'll repeat once more. Hepatosplenomegaly, you're suspecting stomach, you want to eliminate stomach. Stomach में carcinoma of the stomach. Hematomesis, melena, dyspepsia, anorexia, weight loss, and feeding difficulty. Yeah, whatever. Hematomesis, melena, early satiety, dyspepsia, anorexia, weight loss. Fine. चलो, we'll move on to pancreas. We'll move on to pancreas. ठीक है. You want to eliminate pancreas का swelling. ठीक है. What should we ask? Pancreas में दो conditions है. ठीक है. Pseudocyst of the pancreas. Pseudocyst of the pancreas. हाँ, but I'm coming to tumor. I'm coming to tumor. टेंशन मत ले. Pseudocyst of pancreas. This is a spelling. ठीक है. नाउ लिसन टू मी केयरफुली. ठीक है. सूडोसिस बनने के लिए भाई तुमको एक पेंक्रियाटाइटिस का अटैक चाहिए. ठीक है. In order to get a pancreatic pseudocyst, the very first thing you need is a pancreatitis का attack, which later heals on fibrosis हो जाता है और उसकी वजह से pancreatic pseudocyst मिलता है. ठीक है. All right. Fine. It occurs some months or some weeks after a attack of acute pancreatitis. ठीक है. मेरी बात समझी? Yeah, because it is lined by granulation tissue. ठीक है. So actually तुम मत पूछो acute pancreatitis की हिस्ट्री. Patient will tell you I had severe abdominal pain. ठीक है. तुमको बता देगा I had vomiting, I had severe abdominal pain. Don't go to ask that. ठीक है. That is quite obvious. ठीक है. What you should ask is सूडोसिस्ट की वजह से पेंक्रियास का जो फंक्शन है वो हिंडर हो जाता है. ठीक है. सूडोसिस्ट की वजह से पेंक्रियास का जो फंक्शनिंग है इट गेट्स इम्पेयर्ड. ठीक है. ऑलराइट. सो व्हाट यू शुड आस्क फॉर इज हिस्ट्री ऑफ एनी फ्रॉदी स्टूल्स. ठीक है. फ्रॉथी स्टूल्स, स्टियटोरिया, और हिस्ट्री ऑफ एनी एपिगैस्ट्रिक पेन दैट रेडिएट्स टू द बैक एंड इज रिलीव्ड ऑन लाइन फॉरवर्ड. आई विल रिपीट माई सेल्फ. पेंक्रियाटिक सूडोसिस्ट हो गया. इट मेसेस अराउंड विद पेंक्रियास का फंक्शन. पेंक्रियास का फंक्शन की वजह से यू आर गेटिंग इज फ्रॉदी स्टूल्स, स्टियटोरिया. ठीक है. एंड पेन इज एपिगैस्ट्रियम में पेन which is radiating to the back and is relieved on line forward. Epigastric pain which radiates to the back and is relieved on lying forward or stooping forward. Fine. Pancreatic pseudocyst, steatorrhea of frothy stools associated with epigastric pain which is relieved on lying forward and it radiates to the back. Alright. Fine. Let us talk about pancreatic malignancy. ठीक है. It can be anything. Carcinoma of the head of the pancreas, body of the pancreas, tail, whatever. I don't care. But I'm talking about pancreatic cancer. ठीक है. All right. Now the bad thing about this is it's very similar to pseudocyst. ठीक है. History of epigastric pain which radiates to the back and is relieved on lying forward, associated with weight loss and anorexia. Nothing much you can ask pancreatic carcinoma. Fine. History of epigastric pain with radiates to the back, relieved on lying forward, associated with weight loss and anorexia. Fine. That is pancreatic malignancy. Alright. Fine. Alright, I'll move on. Now the thing is, pancreatic malignancy mein you get this condition called migratory thrombophlebitis. It's called Trousseau syndrome. I'll put up the spelling. Trousseau syndrome. Trousseau syndrome. Now the thing is, मुझे actually पता नहीं migratory thrombophlebitis की history पूछते कैसे. ठीक है. I guess you can ask for painful swelling at different parts of the body. है ना. Edema at different places of the body. But since I don't know how to explain it to you guys, मैंने तुमको बताया नहीं. So near pancreatic malignancy, you can write down in a box migratory thrombophlebitis, and then you can Google it on your own. Like how do you ask a patient for migratory thrombophlebitis? ठीक है. So this is kind of a homework for you guys. खुद ढूंढ लो कैसे पूछते हैं for migratory thrombophlebitis. ठीक है. Because I haven't noted it down. सिस्टर मेरी जोसेफ नहीं, वो सब मत पूछने जाओ. दोज आर एग्जामिनेशन फाइंडिंग्स ब्रो. तो हिस्ट्री पे कैसे पूछेगा? वो एग्जामिनेशन फाइंडिंग है. मार पड़ेगी. हिस्ट्री में ये सब लिखा ना, सिस्टर मेरी जोसेफ मॉड्यूल्स एंड स्टफ, फेल कर देंगे ऑन द स्पॉट. मत पूछने जा, एग्जामिनेशन फाइंडिंग है भाई, हिस्ट्री, हम हिस्ट्री डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। डांट पड़ेगी, डांट पड़ेगी, मत बोलो। अरे यार मत यार, एग्जामिनेशन की चीजें तुम हिस्ट्री पे मत बोलो, ठीक है। टीचर्स गेट पिस्ड ऑफ, ठीक है। ऑलराइट, सो फाइंड आउट ऑन योर ओन हाउ यू डिस्क्राइब माइग्रेटरी थ्रोम्बोफ्लेबाइटिस, ठीक है। ऑलराइट, लेट अस कम टू कोलन, लेट अस कम टू कोलन। ऑलराइट, it can be colon swelling also, left side of transverse colon, it can be descending colon, लेफ्ट साइड पे होता है ना डिसेंडिंग कोलन, या राइट, ठीक है। सो इट कैन बी उसका स्वेलिंग। ऑलराइट, नाउ व्हाट आर यू सस्पेक्टिंग इन कोलन, ठीक है। आई एम सस्पेक्टिंग कोलोनिक कार्सिनोमा, ठीक है। आई एम सस्पेक्टिंग कोलोनिक कार्सिनोमा, कार्सिनोमा कोलन, ठीक है। हाउ डू यू आस्क फॉर कार्सिनोमा ऑफ द कोलन? फाइन, हाउ डू यू आस्क फॉर कार्सिनोमा ऑफ द कोलन? ध्यान से सुनो, ठीक है। हिस्ट्री ऑफ ऑल्टर्ड बाउल हैबिट्स, history of altered bowel habits, alternating bouts of diarrhea and constipation, slight amount of blood in the stools, and history of weight loss and anorexia. Yes, the technical term is hematochezia. Okay? I'll repeat. History of altered bowel habits, alternating diarrhea and constipation के bouts, hematochezia, hematochezia, and history of weight loss and anorexia. Alright? What I'm referring here to is carcinoma of the colon. ठीक है, I'm referring to carcinoma of the colon. Fine, easy. All right. I hope you guys know the difference between hematemesis maligna and hematochezia. ठीक है, नहीं पता तो Google करो. I'm not going to explain that. ठीक है, this is something basic which you should know. Shouldn't mess this up. ये mess up किया on the spot fail यूनिवर्सिटी प्रैक्टिकल्स में, ठीक है। पढ़ लो पढ़ लो पढ़ लो तीनों का डिफरेंस इन केस तुमको पता नहीं, ठीक है। ऑलराइट, व्हाट इज द सेकंड थिंग दैट यू आर सस्पेक्टिंग इन कोलन? अगर तुमको लग रहा है कोलन की स्वेलिंग है, वी हैव डिस्क्राइब्ड कार्सिनोमा ऑफ द कोलन। व्हाट एल्स कैन इट बी? इट कैन बी इंटेस्टाइनल कॉक्स, ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, कोलोनिक ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, इंटेस्टाइनल कॉक्स, ठीक है। आई टाइप इट डाउन, intestinal cock, TB of bowel, ठीक है। This is the second thing you are suspecting, ठीक है। What will you ask in intestinal cocks? To be fair, not much you can do here. तुम सबसे पहले तो रेस्पिरेटरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस की बात करोगे, वही सेम थिंग, हिस्ट्री ऑफ low grade fever which rises during the evening, history of cough, history of weight loss. Then what you can ask for is altered bowel habits, alternating diarrhea, constipation, and history of colicky pain in the abdomen. To be fair, nothing special, ठीक है, nothing special. If you are suspecting intestinal cocks, सबसे पहले तुम respiratory tuberculosis के लिए पूछो, and then ask for altered bowel habits and pain in the abdomen, colicky intestinal pain, ठीक है। Alright, चलो guys, we almost come to the end. Let us move on to kidney, left-sided kidney की swelling, ठीक है। We are almost there. Let us come to left-sided kidney की swelling, ठीक है। चलो, I'll give you guys a minute to write it down. हाँ, there's hydronephrosis, there's renal carcinoma, there's polycystic kidney disease. बताऊंगा, टेंशन, ठीक है। I'll give you a minute to write down. हाँ, Spirovilms is basically referring to any renal carcinoma. उसका टेंशन मत लो, वो तुमको बताना नहीं पड़ेगा कौन सा है. Everything is grouped under renal carcinoma. ठीक है. Yes, Wilms is for babies. ठीक है. चलो, as you guys are writing down, मैं तुमको एक quick trivia बता देता हूँ. ठीक है. Don't write this down. This is just for knowledge sake. अभी बच्चों में होता है विल्म्स ट्यूमर, ठीक है. It will present with a huge abdominal swelling, ठीक है. But there's another very important differential of a huge abdominal swelling in children. उसको ये बोलते हैं न्यूरोब्लास्टोमा. न्यूरोब्लास्टोमा, ठीक है. It's called neuroblastoma. So how do you differentiate between Wilms tumor and neuroblastoma? नहीं, अरे डोंट राइट दिस डाउन, डोंट राइट दिस डाउन. दिस इज जस्ट अ ट्रिविया क्वेश्चन, क्विज के लिए, ठीक है. So tell me, how do you differentiate between Wilms tumor and neuroblastoma in a child on clinical examination? Whoever answers this gets internship money. Not on fancy investigations. How will you distinguish on basis of clinical examination? अरे ये मत लिखो मत यार, मैं ऐसे मस्ती के लिए पूछ रहा हूँ, जस्ट फॉर नॉलेज से. नहीं नहीं, आई एम आस्किंग एग्जामिनेशन पे, नॉट इवन ऑन हिस्ट्री और एनीथिंग. हाउ विल यू डिस्टिंग्विश इट ऑन एग्जामिनेशन? हाँ पैल्पेट, बट पैल्पेशन में क्या मिलेगा? पैल्पेशन में क्या मिलेगा? स्मूथ विल्स यूनिलैटरल या ड्रंक, यू ऑलमोस्ट देयर. elaborate, elaborate कर. Yes, Wilms will not cross the midline. Wilms unilaterally रहता है, न्यूरोब्लास्टोमा bilateral रहता है. It will be seen on both sides of the abdomen. ठीक है. So don't write it down. ये मैंने ऐसे टाइम पास के लिए पूछा. Nobody expects this stuff in final year. ठीक है. Alright, चलो I'll move on to kidney now. And let us leave all the hi-fi stuff. ठीक है. Let's come to kidney. How will you ask for hydronephrosis, भाई? How will you ask for hydronephrosis? How do you ask for hydronephrosis? ठीक है. Write this down. ठीक है. History of pain in the loins which radiates to the lower leg and the abdomen. ठीक है. History of pain in the loins which radiates to the abdomen and the leg. ठीक है. History of passage of a large amount of urine after which the swelling decreases in size. ठीक है. History of pain in the loins which radiates to the abdomen and the leg, and history of passage of a large amount of urine after which the swelling decreases in size. And this is called Dieter's crisis. Yeah, Dieter's crisis. I'll repeat. How do you ask for history of hydronephrosis? ठीक है. Pain in the loins radiating to the abdomen and the legs, and passage of a large amount of urine after which the swelling decreases in size. This is how you ask for hydronephrosis. Alright, this is how you ask for hydronephrosis. Radiating to the lower abdomen and the leg. Lower abdomen and the legs. This is थोड़ा high level stuff. Legs को क्यों radiate होता है? Actually dermatomes होता है, ureter के parts के and kidney capsule के. वो तुम सर्जरी में पढ़ लोगे फाइनल ईयर में. For now don't bother about it. ठीक है. Every part of the renal capsule and the ureter has a dermatome to which pain is referred to abdomen and legs में. ठीक है. So pain in the loin radiating to the lower abdomen and the leg, associated with history of passage of a large amount of urine which decreases in size. It's called hydronephrosis. हाँ, रेफर्ड पेन ही तो है. What else is it? हाँ ठीक है, मैं इसे लेमन टर्म्स में बोल रहा था. ठीक है. I was telling it in layman terms, so don't bother about it. पेशेंट तो तुमको ऐसे ही बताएगा ना हिस्ट्री में. So don't worry about terms. It's all semantics. ठीक है. All right. Let us come to renal carcinoma or any malignancy of the kidney. What will you ask for? Simple. Lumbar pain, hematuria and weight loss. एकदम simple. Nothing much. ठीक है. Lumbar pain, hematuria and weight loss. Renal malignancy. All right. Lumbar pain on the left side, of course, since हम splenomegaly, hepatosplenomegaly rule out कर रहे हैं. Left sided lumbar pain, weight loss and hematuria. ठीक है. Renal carcinoma or any malignancy in general, Wilms tumor हो सकता है, whatever, I don't care. It can be metastasis to the kidney, कुछ भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. In general, renal malignancy याद रखो. ठीक है. Fine. चलो, last cause, we are done. Polycystic kidney disease. Polycystic kidney disease. ठीक है. How will you ask for polycystic kidney disease? हाउ विल यू आस्क फॉर पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिजीज? ठीक है, पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिजीज में होता क्या है? ठीक है, डिक्रीज यूरिन आउटपुट एंड हाइपरटेंशन। ठीक है, सो बेसिकली पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिजीज में सबसे पहले तुम पूछोगे हिस्ट्री ऑफ pedal edema and a puffy face early in the morning. This is very important. Early morning pedal edema and puffiness of the face and family history. ठीक है, listen to it carefully. History of early morning facial puffiness and pedal edema. ठीक है, फैमिली हिस्ट्री भी देगा तुमको हिस्ट्री में, एंड एग्जामिनेशन में तुमको जब तुम जनरल एग्जामिनेशन कर रहे हो बीपी हाई मिलेगी। ठीक है, हाइपरटेंशन मिलेगा। ठीक है, अरे पेन इज वेरी नॉन स्पेसिफिक, पेन इज यूजलेस, सब में मिलेगा पेन। ठीक है, पेन इज अ वेरी ट्रैश सिम्टम, यू कैन नॉट लोकलाइज एंड नैरो डाउन। ठीक है, सो पॉलीसिस्टिक किडनी डिजीज के लिए पूछो अर्ली मॉर्निंग फेशियल पफिनेस एंड पीरियडल एडिमा, यू माइट गेट फैमिली हिस्ट्री, यू माइट गेट फैमिली हिस्ट्री। ठीक है, एंड तुमको एग्जामिनेशन में, तुमको जनरल एग्जामिनेशन में हाइपरटेंशन मिलेगा, बीपी विल बी हाई। ऑलराइट, so this we are done with hepatosplenomegaly guys. I am pretty sure अगर तुमको हेपाटोस्प्लेनोमेगली का केस है तो तुम लोग फोड़ दोगे अभी, बिकॉज यू गॉट अ लॉट ऑफ पॉइंट्स टू आस्क इन नेगेटिव हिस्ट्री। ठीक है, सो बाकी का स्टफ तो तुम लोग लिख ही लोगे। ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ यू आस्क नेगेटिव हिस्ट्री एंड हेपाटोस्प्लेनोमेगली। ऑलराइट, एंड आई गेस दिस इज मोर देन एनफ. You guys will ace it in case you get a hepatosplenomegaly ka case in university practicals. Alright, and yeah, chalo, I'll cut the call and take care. Have a good evening. Bye.